British Prime Minister Sir Winston Churchill later admitted that the Battle of the Atlantic was the one aspect of the war that truly terrified him. He wrote, "The only thing that ever really frightened me during the war was the U-boat peril, and with good reason." For the second time in a generation, Germany's Unterseeboot threatened to sever the North Atlantic lifeline between the New World and the Old. By September 1939, then-Commodore Karl Dönitz, chief of U-boats, had 57 submarines in commission with only 39 available for Atlantic operations. Recognizing the need for greater numbers, the German Navy launched an accelerated production program in mid-1940. Dönitz believed that with these new boats, he could impose an effective blockade on the British Isles. The strength of the U-Waffe grew rapidly, from 49 boats in May 1940 to 420 by May 1943. Operating in coordinated wolf packs, U-boats inflicted devastating losses, their impact rising sharply from 69,826 tons of Allied shipping sunk in March 1940 to a staggering 509,829 tons by March 1943. However, the tide began to shift as the Allies adapted their strategies and technology. Convoy system merchant ships traveled in groups, escorted by warships, significantly reducing their vulnerability to U-boat attacks. Technological advances, improvements in sonar, radar, depth charges, and the deployment of long-range aircraft closed the Atlantic Gap, a mid-ocean region previously beyond air cover, where U-boats had operated with impunity. Code breaking. The Allies' success in cracking Germany's Enigma code at Bletchley Park provided crucial intelligence on U-boat movements, enabling convoys to be rerouted and ambushes to be set. U.S. involvement, America's entry into the war in 1941, brought additional resources, including mass-produced Liberty ships that significantly bolstered Allied shipping capacity. Since then, these efforts began to bear fruit. U-boat losses mounted as Allied forces sank them faster than Germany could replace them. In May 1943, Dönitz withdrew his U-boats from the North Atlantic, a decisive turning point, though sporadic engagements continued until 1945. The Battle of the Atlantic was a brutal, attritional campaign. The Allies lost over 3,500 merchant ships and 175 warships, with approximately 72,000 sailors and merchant mariners killed. Germany also paid a heavy price, losing around 783 U-boats and 30,000 submariners. Despite these staggering losses, the Allies emerged victorious, ensuring the safe passage of troops, supplies, and equipment across the Atlantic. In essence, the Battle of the Atlantic was a slow, grinding victory that showcased the resilience of the Allied forces and the sacrifices of countless individuals. It wasn't defined by a single dramatic clash, but by a prolonged war of endurance, one that ultimately shaped the course of World War II.